there, this is Skeleton Key, and I am going to do Victober this year. I just now learned about this. So, yeah, I'm sort of a newbie booktuber, and I had pretty much no idea that this was even a thing. Just wanted to share my TBR with you. So, let's just get to it, shall we? So, Katie's challenge. And I'm gonna link announcement videos and everything below. Katie's challenge: read a Victorian book that equates to your favorite modern genre. I like reading in a lot of different genres and a lot of cross genre, but when it comes right down to it, mystery's the thing for me. So I'm gonna go with The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. And I think I've got like 2 or 3 copies of this now. I started it once, but I wasn't really getting into it. But I'm going to give it another go, and we'll see. I read The Moonstone, and I wasn't blown away. So I'm thinking Wilkie just might not be for me. I don't know. But yeah, I'll give this a fair shake. Next, we have Lucy's challenge. Read a Victorian diary or a collection of letters. And I don't really have anything already. One of the hosts, I think it might have been Lucy, was talking about a bunch of different possibilities for this one. And one that really stood out to me was The Diaries of Hannah Colwick? I think Hannah Colwick, Victorian Maidservant. And that just sounds fascinating to me, especially since I write steampunk, which is, I mean, yeah, it's a weird sort of Victorian inspired genre, but so a lot of what I write, I'm like, yeah, okay, so it's magic, all right, just deal with it. But I would like to be able to get some of those basic details correct, and at least to the point. It's like you can't break the rules if you don't know the rules, right? So the more I know about what life was really like, nuts and bolts, nitty gritty, I figure the better it is for my writing. So I think that's a good choice. So I've requested that through the library's interlibrary loan service. So hopefully I'll get that in time. Sometimes those take a while. Then Kate's challenge is read a new to you book and or short story by a favorite Victorian author. Okay, so my personal rule of thumb is that I can't call an author a favorite unless I've read at least 3 things by them. And most Victorian authors, I really haven't. So I was really struggling. I'm like, can I, Poe? I like Poe. I'm reading some Poe this month. Can I do that? Even though he's very American. But then I was like, oh, duh, Sherlock Holmes. I think I've read all of the short stories now. I had to read a bunch of them for a class, a graduate level chemistry class of all things. But anyway, so I have this that I got for that class. I also have a Baring Gould. I have a 2-volume Baring Gould somewhere. I don't know where. I'm really upset with myself that I can't find it. But anyway, I do have this. So I am going to read, like I said, I've read pretty much all of the short stories, I think, but I have not read all of the novels. And I have not read A Study in Scarlet, at least not completely. I started it once and got really bogged down in the middle. I think it was the middle-ish. I didn't get terribly far in before I got kind of bogged down. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to read A Study in Scarlet. And then Reader's Challenge. Read a Victorian book from a previous Victober TBR that you never got to, or if you're a newbie like me, one you've been meaning to read for ages. Well, Woman in White counts for that, and so does A Study in Scarlet. Those two count for that. But I've also been meaning to read A Tale of Two Cities for absolute ever because it's my mom's favorite book. So I really need to read it. I tried reading it for a book club, and Dickens, oh god. I don't like Dickens. I'm not even crazy about A Christmas Carol. I mean, who doesn't like A Christmas Carol? This girl. I don't like A Christmas Carol. Well, I mean, I don't dislike it. It just doesn't really do anything for me. And this coming from a woman who has done sound design for several different productions of it. So, yeah. All right. So then, general challenge. Read a Victorian book while wearing something Victorian/Victorian-esque. Well, I'm a steampunk girl, so it's going to be Victorian-esque with a real emphasis on the esque. See if I can get my husband to get me into a corset. And yes, I know steampunk corsets are not realistic, and steampunk fashion is not at all realistic. That's not the point. It's fun. It's cool. It's like purple leather. Yay. I have a purple leather corset. Yes, I do. And I'm going to wear it. And I have quite a bit of Victorian-esque jewelry. So yeah. I mean, I have a necklace that's made of skeleton keys, and because I'm Skeleton Key, right? So, and then there's the group read along, Shirley by Charlotte Bronte. So I checked Hoopla, and Hoopla does have all different editions. They've got audiobooks. I don't know. I'll probably just pick one at random because the ones on Hoopla, I don't really recognize the narrators, so I'll just pick one. And I don't think I've read any Charlotte Bronte. Have I? I don't know. Which one was Charlotte? I don't know. Yeah, my knowledge of Victorian literature is woefully lacking. So this is a really good thing for me. So thank you so much to Katie, Lucy, and Kate for providing this interesting challenge for me. I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments below what you're reading. Link to your TBR video or your tweet or your Instagram post. Instagram and our relationship is kind of iffy. But yeah, let me know what you're reading and what you think of my choices. Just don't try to convince me that I will love Charles Dickens if I just keep reading Charles Dickens, because I'm reading this one just out of, family duty, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and see you around.